Most people learn may on pretty much day one of learning Mandarin to mean don't have. But if that's the only way you're using may, then you're missing out on loads of native-like sentence structures that you could know in order to skyrocket your speaking skills. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 different ways may can be used in sentences in order to make your Mandarin sound more natural. And these are the kind of chunks and sentence patterns that separate people who just learn from the textbook and people who learn real native, natural sounding Mandarin. Stick around for the quiz at the end to see how many of these you actually learned from today's video. Let's get into it. Chunk number 1 is 没少 and then a verb, okay? This is the classic reverse way of saying that you've done something a lot. I know it's quite hard for us English native speakers to wrap our heads around. In Mandarin, a lot of the time, instead of saying I did something a lot, you can say I didn't do it a small amount. And that's what 没少 means in Mandarin. It adds a bit of emphasis and flavor to your speech. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. 为了学中文，他没少下功夫。听说你最近没少加班。你今天没少吃呀。你最近没少去健身房呀。And so on. Chunk number 2. 了没. This goes after a verb at the end of the sentence to express something similar to 有没有 or 了吗. That is to say, express has something been done or not. Let's look at some examples of how you could use this in real-life conversational context. 今天作业写完了没？那个电影你看了没？我的频道你订阅了没？这条视频你点赞了没？ Do you see how it's used? It's very similar to like 你有没有 For example, 你有没有做饭？你今天有没有做作业 And so on. But you can change these to be like 你做饭了没？你写作业了没? The sentence structure swaps from the 有没有 to putting 了没 at the end after the verb. And there you go, you're good to go. Chunk number 3, 没 something 过. This is what I like to call the experience chunk, okay? This chunk can be used to express things like you haven't been somewhere or you haven't done something, you haven't experienced something. 我还没见过他呢。诶，这种菜我从来没有吃过。我没去过中国。我没去过日本。Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, it's commonly used with 从来, which is to emphasize never. So, if you wanted to say, I have never ever been to China, to make that a bit more emphasized, you could say, 我从来没有去过中国. 我从来没去过中国. You can also add a 有 there as well. That's also fine. 我从来没有听过这个成语. Okay, so this is emphasizing the never, so I would highly recommend learning to pair these two together. Number 4, 没有对错之分. This is a slightly more formal, slightly more philosophical chunk. It's perfect for when you want to sound balanced and objective about something. 这种事情其实没有对错之分. Like, I think it's just a great way of expressing there's no right or wrong answer. I wish when I was an intermediate learner in Mandarin, I wish I knew this because there's so many situations where I wanted to use this but I didn't know it. So this is exactly why I'm showing it to you now because I hope that you'll be able to use this in conversation. 选专业没有对错之分。选哪一条路并没有对错之分。For example, if we start bringing it back towards Mandarin study, 其实你用什么学习方法学习中文都差不多，没有对错之分，只得看哪一种学习方法最适合你。Chunk number 5, 有没有可能? This is a great way of suggesting or guessing something without sounding really blunt in Mandarin. So it's probably the English equivalent of being like, is there a chance, blah, 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 blah. Or is it possible that? So for example, 有没有可能他忘了带手机? 有没有可能我们走错路了呀? 有没有可能咱们这么做是不对的呀? 有没有可能你忘了给这条视频点赞呀? There's a bonus point here that I want to quickly point out, and that is 没有 is actually a really good way of saying no in Mandarin. Now, a mistake I've seen loads of learners make that I used to make myself is that they use 不 to mean no, which is really quite blunt. If you say, if for example, if someone was to ask you, I don't know, 你洗碗了没? Right? Like, have you done the dishes? And you're like, 不, they'd be like, what? Like, that sounds quite strange. But in Mandarin, you'd say 没有, okay? And a lot of the time, if, as a general rule, again, I don't want you to remember rules, that's not what this whole chunking approach is about. If you hear things that include, if you hear a question that says, 有没有 or 了没 or even 了吗. Any of these, you can pretty much always reply with 没有 to mean no. It's often like the most fast and natural way of saying this. So for example, 你吃饭了没? 没有. 你听懂了吗? 没有. 你觉得我这条视频对你有帮助吗? 没有. I hope that's not the answer that you guys would say. So there you have it. 5 really powerful chunks, or actually 6 if you include my bonus one there, to make your Mandarin sound much more natural at an intermediate level. Now, before you go, check out this quiz and let me know how many answers you get right in the comments below. It should be appearing on your screen right now. And if you want to keep leveling up your Mandarin and understand a bit more, you'll probably notice that in this video we also use le quite a lot. And le goes hand in hand with 没有, so they're like two sides of a coin. So I'd highly recommend you check out this video next in order to learn a bit more about how to use le correctly in Mandarin, and I'll see you inside.